Can you tell us what the success of the Social Amelioration Program has as of today, July 23?
For the first tranche and for the second tranche, we have already disbursed more than 121 billion pesos. I'm sorry, 121 billion.
See, there's a problem. To what do you attribute the slowness of these disbursements? Because we're talking about dispersing to individuals in crisis situations. 4Ps, non-4Ps, 13.3 million was reached for the first tranche. The second tranche is very much less than that, about 11%, right?
Well, for the first tranche, Ma'am Winnie, we have 13.3 low-income non-4Ps families.
Yes, that's the first tranche. That first tranche should have been disbursed April 20. It was disbursed only May 25. Now we're talking about the second tranche. And the second tranche, I mean, please, I'm not angry with you. I'm just concerned for the people involved, no? Why are you so slow, Irene?
Well, Ma'am Winnie, considering that we have transitioned from...
What do you mean transition?
For the first tranche, we have asked assistance from the local government units. So they were responsible in distributing the aid for the first tranche.
So it was not your fault, it was the fault of the local government units, is that right?
Part of our agreement or arrangement with the LGUs, 15 days after completion of the payout, the local government units should have submitted to the DSWD the encoded SAC list, the encoded list of beneficiaries, likewise their liquidation reports. So the list encoded by the LGUs, those who were paid for the first tranche, underwent a process of validation. This is to ascertain that those who were given aid for the first tranche are indeed eligible and that there were no duplication in the availment of emergency subsidies.
Anong masasabi ninyo sa mga, kapuso natin, sa mga kababayan natin na hanggang ngayon wala pa yung second tranche, yung second 5,000 to 8,000 pesos? Kailan nila makukuha?
Nag-umpisa naman na po tayo sa pamamahagi ng second tranche. We actually started with more than 1.3 million families ng Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program.
So when do you think you'll be able to disburse all of this?
The DSWD aims to complete the payout, the digital and the manual payout by the end of July.
When did you start giving out the second tranche?
Started last month, Ma'am Winnie.
It's been at least a month, and yet you only given to 1.3, and these are the 4Ps. That's easy for you because you have been giving them all this time, right?
Actually, we recognize naman po that there have been some challenges in distributing the aid. That is why we we implemented certain innovations in the implementation of the Social Amelioration Program. We entered into agreement with the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, wherein they assisted us in identifying financial service providers who can assist us in delivering the aid in the most expeditious and contactless manner. Cash, may Paymaya, may StarPay. Likewise, there's RCBC, Women's Bank, and Business Bank.
How can you explain the shift in efficiency?
In the process, DSWD will provide the payroll to the Land Bank of the Philippines. 4 hours after receiving the payroll, the Land Bank of the Philippines will refund, pupondohan na po yung accounts ng mga financial service providers. And 24 hours after receipt, within 24 hours upon receipt of the fund, the financial service providers will credit or deposit po doon sa nominated restricted accounts ng ating beneficiary.
Okay, sinasabi nyo, mga kapuso, itong mga binibigay ngayon ng DSWD, wala nang pilahan. Pagpunta ninyo sa bangko, hindi na kailangan magpila. Ganun ba yon?
Our beneficiaries have actually sent the message that they have received from GCash na nakalagay po doon na nasa kanilang restricted nominated account. So they could actually cash out the amount or they may use their accounts in transacting with establishments that honor digital transactions. In areas wherein there are no payout centers of our financial service providers or in geographically isolated and disadvantaged areas, or in other remote areas na wala nga pong access to internet, the DSWD will lead in the distribution of aid. We'll still be having the big venue payouts.
So Irene, sinasabi nyo sa aming mga kapuso, kung wala pa kayo yung second tranche, yung second payment ng 5,000 to 8,000 pesos na dapat nyong kunin, huwag kayong mag-alala. Sinabi ng DSWD that by July 31, nasa inyo na yan. Perang yan.
Pinagsisikapan po ng DSWD na maipahatid po yung ayuda. Sabi ko nga po, inaamin ng DSWD that there had been some challenges, may mga issues po. Pero nagsisindo pong aral ito sa departamento para po mas mapagbuti pa po namin yung trabaho po namin.
Senator De Lima's statement, ayon sa Bayanihan Law, kailangan malinaw kung saan galing at saan pupunta ang pondo sa pagtugon sa pandemya. Para sa loob ng 13 linggo na pag-uulat ng Malacanang, bakit kulang-kulang ang datos ukol dito? May itinatago ba ang gobyerno? Ano ang reaction nyo dyan, Irene?
DSWD has always pursued a transparent manner of reporting. Dahil kabahagi po ang buong bansa at dapat alam po ng buong bansa kung saan po napupunta yung pondo. Kung kaya po, lagi po, we always on regular manner report updates on implementation of the Social Amelioration Program.
Irene Dumlao, thank you very much. We found out that yung pera, konti nga lang ang pera, pero yung konting yun, hindi pa nagamit. Hanggang ngayon, hindi pa nakukuha yung second tranche ng 5,000 peso, 5 to 8,000 peso amounts that were given. That is one problem. The second problem is yung 5,000 to 8,000 that was going to be given in 2 tranches, that was supposed to be on the assumption that by July, medyo tapos na yung problema. Yung, pababa na, nag-flatten na yung curve, etc. At pwedeng bumalik na sa trabaho yung mga tao. Hindi nangyayari ron. That means that these same people na hindi pa nabibigyan ng subsidy, kailangan mas bigyan ng mas maraming subsidy. Hindi pa pinag-uusapan yan. Ayun na ang kinakatakutan ko. Kasi ang ating mga mahihirap, ayan sila ang worst sufferers of this COVID pandemic, and the government should give them, as the government has promised to do, it should give them first priority in everything. Pero ang nangyayari, farmers, informal workers, formal workers, etc., sila ang huling nakakatanggap ng benepisyo. Hindi pwede ito.